I have tested Qwen 3.7 and it really seems quite impressive. Currently, we don't have much of the technical detail for Qwen 3.7 because they don't have any documentation site like earlier they had for Qwen 3.6. Even if I try it with the direct link, that link is also not loading. Only place you can see about Qwen 3.7 is this tweet which comes from the Qwen. Apart from here, you can also see this model information inside the Qwen Studio as well. Inside Qwen Studio, you will be seeing Qwen 3.7 Max Preview model and Qwen 3.7 Plus Preview model. Generally, it is considered this Max Preview model is better than the Plus model. So one thing you are going to notice here, total context length for this model is going to be 262,000 tokens total. And for Plus, it is going to be 1 million token. And the max summary generation, it is going to do the 65,000 token, and the same it is going to do for the max preview as well. So Plus is going to have here text, image and video modality. That means it can process all these kind of the data. But in case of Max, it can process only text data. Seems like basic assumption is opposite here. So by seeing these two model, I can say that seems like Qwen 3.7 Plus is going to do better than the Max Preview. We cannot say definitely because we don't have any technical detail from the Qwen side. I tried to load this model with this link as well, but it is not loading. All right. So I'm going to test all these prompts which you are seeing here with the Qwen 3.7, and then I'll be showing you its output, and then you can understand how good this particular model is. So first one, I'm going to create here a browser OS. To make our generation fast, I have actually utilized multiple accounts. So I have utilized this account here where I have executed some of the prompts. Apart from that, I have also executed inside our desktop application as well. So we are going to get started with some basic detail. I tried to understand here what is the architecture of Qwen 3.7. So I asked here a simple question that tell me about your architecture and which model you are. So it says here all these technical detail like it is going to be the MOE structure with the hybrid attention mechanism, native ultra long context support, multi-token predictions, and deep optimization for reasoning and alignment. Apart from that, one more thing I notice here that its knowledge cutoff date is 2026. And if you notice here, they say that it is 2026. And the same question I asked with the Qwen 3.6 Max preview. First, it claimed its cutoff date is 2026. Thereafter, when I asked, tell me exact date, thereafter it recorrected itself and it said its cutoff date is December 2024. So I hope this is going to be a quite latest model, which is going to have information till 2026. Anyway, until we get the technical detail, we can't be sure on these assumptions as well. So this is the first file which I created with this particular model. This prompt was quite detailed. As you see here, build a fully interactive futuristic browser OS entirely inside a single self-contained HTML file. And then this file is created. I'm just going to download this file here. And thereafter, I'll be opening this file for you. So this is the file which we downloaded. Let's open this. So as you see, this file is loaded. Now our operating system is loading here. Wow, seems good. So here we are seeing the time and the date, which is currently being displayed. And this is correct real-time date. Here you can also see the real-time date. Here you can see the battery and then the signal. And from here you can see, seems like this is the search bar. Okay, good. You can search your applications here, all these applications you are currently seeing. That seems good overall. Okay, so here you have a terminal, double click on it. I try here with the ls, seems like it is working. Good. Thereafter, we have here files. Inside the files, we have here some dummy directories that seems to be working, but only the thing we are missing here, currently the name of these files. So that is something which is wrong in this particular case. Apart from that, here we see the nodes. Let me just see if it is storing these values as well. Seems like yes, if you modify these nodes, then it is going to store those values as well. Here is the sample browser. Seems like it is also working, but not as actual browser, I would say here. Then you have images. Currently, we don't have any image, so it is being showed here. Overall, I would say here it is like 8 out of 10. I was expecting here better clone, but anyway, we have got here and it really looks good for me. If I right click, I can also see all these things here as well. I can change the wallpapers as well, and this seems really good. Okay, I did not expect this. Cool, excellent. Okay, so we have tested our first prompt and I would give it 8 out of 10. All right, so it was the first prompt. Here I have second prompt where I'm gonna make Cyberpunk 3D environment. Let me just quickly show you here prompt what I wanted to make here. Create a cinematic Cyberpunk 3D environment in browser using 3.js and HTML5 canvas, focus on atmosphere, immersive lighting, environmental storytelling, and so on. Let's go ahead and download and then test it. So this is downloaded and this is the latest file. Here you see the date and time. Let's open this. Okay. Neon drift. Click jack in. Okay. We can use WASD for the moment. Seems like something was happening, but I could not see what is happening here. So this is wrong. I'm sure it tried best, but I'm not able to see anything here. This doesn't seems like working. Okay, so this is where it failed. It could not create anything. Let me just quickly show you the prompt which I had used here. So this was the prompt where it was required to make immersive environment, a real life like environment, but seems like it has failed here. Anyway, let's try the other one. So this is the another prompt which I have here. Let me just quickly show you. So build an interactive industrial simulation using HTML5, SVG, and 3.js that visually explains how a complex machine works in real time. Focus on clarity, realism, animation quality, and so on. This seems good prompt. Let's see what it has built here. Okay, so we have got here prompt. This is the latest one. Wow, seems like engine simulator. Okay, cool. So seems like this is a 4-cylinder engine simulator currently running with the RPM 1200. You might not be able to see here how the pistons are moving, but I'm sure now you can see here how pistons are moving. Wow, this is good. Seems like you can create educational content with this. And this is showing here how actually 4-cylinder engine works. Okay, so here you have a throttle, you can increase the throttle. All right, so based on that, here you will be seeing how the views are going to be there. With this, you can zoom, that is good. You can see here the front view, here's the cross view. Okay, that's good. And how the cylinders are getting activated. You can stop it here. Wow, great. Seems good, excellent. You can toggle the levels from here. You can go inside the X-ray mode from here and then see how it is working. That's great. That seems good overall. And here it is saying, it is showing all the live telemetry. So, okay, seems like in this, it has passed. I would give here 9 out of 10 marks. Okay, cool. Let's go ahead and test the another prompt. So other prompt which I have here for the testing purpose, build a procedural animated character using SVG, Canvas, or 3.js. So basically here I'm trying to test if it can create some character using the SVG only. Okay, cool. Let's go ahead and test that. This is the latest one. So seems like yes, good. So it has created here a character as you can see, and this is everything what you are seeing here. This is created with the SVG. I did not say anything about the character, like what kind of the character I want. I gave full control to the AI, so it can create anything, whatever it wants. Seems like good. It has created. Okay, cool. So if I select this one, rain is happening. And with this, I can feed my pet here. That's good. So feeding is done here. If I click here multiple times, so I can see here feeding is being done. With this, it can dance, it can feed here, and here with the night and the daylight is there, rain and without rain. Okay, good. So in this case, I would again give here 9 out of 10 marks. This seems good. Let's see if we have any other prompt to test here. No, now it is time to test our prompt from the other account. So here I have FPS play game design. Let me just quickly show you its prompt here, what it says here. So turn the cinematic environment into playable FPS experience with satisfying combat, enemy AI, dynamic weapon effects, and so on. Let's download and then see how it is gonna work. Okay, visceral protocol, click the image. Wow, this seems good. And I can use here WSD to move. Wow, 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 good, good, good. With the click, I can fire. Wow. I can see here ammo is working. Good, good, good. This got killed. Okay. They are firing on me. Let me just fire on them. Okay, good, good. So this seems good and seems like it is working. With the W key, I can move forward. With the A key, I can go here at the backside. Okay, good. And I'm not sure if you are able to hear here the sound effect. Seems like system audio is not getting recorded. But from the external speaker, if you can hear this audio, then it is really very nice. This feels like a real game. That's the game. This is the one of the most impressive outcome given by this Qwen model. That's cool. I have killed here the 7 people. Seems like it is saying here, as you see. Okay, cool. So I would give here again 9.5 out of 10. Let's go ahead and check here the physics game development. This is the another prompt which I tried to, execute with the Qwen 3.7 max preview. Create a physics-based movement game using HTML5 canvas or Three.js. Focus on momentum, trick system, fluid control, and so on. Let's download and check how it is going to work. Wow, this seems good. A and D can be used for move, space for jump. That is good. Okay, let me just see here how it is gonna with the A and D. Wow, that seems good. Wow. Oh, oops. So basically what I have to do here, I have to also click over, oops. Seems like a little bit problem is happening here. The problem is it is too fast actually. Okay, so speed is like a quite fast, but overall game looks quite playable. Let me just try it here. While making the video, my attention is not 100% on the game. Otherwise, I could have actually passed this one. Okay, seems like that is something extra. Okay, good. This seems good overall, but because my attention is on the videos, I'm not able to play this. And apart from that, seems like speed is a little bit higher side. So if his speed comes a little bit under the control, then this game is also quite good. Okay, cool. Let's go ahead and see how the futuristic web design look like. Okay, cool. Let me just quickly show you what was the prompt here. So create a word style. I'm sorry. Create a word style futuristic website using HTML5, CSS, GSAP, and 3.js. Okay, cool. Let's see how it looks like. Okay, good, good. So it is 3D. I would say that like 7 out of 10. I expected a little bit better contrast here. It might not be visible a lot, but overall it has tried to make here a 3D design website. I would give 7 or maybe the 6 because a lot of other things are also not visible. You see here, these cards are also not that much visible. But I would give here, I would give background like 9 out of 10. It is really quite good, quite interactive, because these numbers are written, that is fine, but these are not in that much contrast where I can clearly read these. Okay, again, these headings are okay, but these, these paragraphs don't have a proper contrast. Because of that, I'm not able to read these properly. So overall, I will give here 6 out of 10, at least for this particular prompt. But maybe if I ask the same question again here, it might create a better design. But I just wanted to test it randomly. I wanted to see how good its output here. Overall, as of now, I will give here 7 out of 10. Until and unless I test it with more prompts, I cannot give it more than 8 numbers. So probably 7 or in between 8 is good for this particular model. I hope you have liked this particular video. And if you are watching till now, then I'm sure you have liked this video. Please do not forget to take all these prompts from here, kgptalkie.com, advanced LLM benchmark prompt suite. So this prompt I'll provide in a video description. You can get it from there itself. And also, please don't forget to subscribe this channel. I have target to reach 100,000 subscribers in next couple of months. Please help me to achieve this subscriber numbers. And also, please don't forget to like this video, and please leave some comments in the video. Let me know how you liked or how this video went through. If you have tried any prompts, what is your views? Please let me know. I read every comments personally. I will read it. I'll reply it. I'll reply on it for you. Okay, bye bye. Take care.